All right, here we go. Buckle up because things are heating up in the Bay. The Jonathan Kuminga saga just reached a whole new level. And if you're a Golden State Warriors fan, this one's gonna make you think twice about where this franchise is headed. This is not just about money or contracts anymore. It's about control, trust, frustration, and maybe even a little bit of revenge. We're talking front office chess moves, power plays from agents, and a player who clearly feels like he's been held back for far too long, and now he wants out, period. Let's break it down from the top. The Warriors have made a new push to re-sign Kuminga, throwing down an upgraded offer, 2 years, $45 million. That's $22.5 million per season. A slight bump from the previous numbers that were being floated around, originally 2 years for $40 million. So yeah, they upped the ante by about $5 million total, hoping that would be enough to keep him in the Bay, but it wasn't. He said no, flat out, not because of the money itself, but because of what was tied to it. And that's the kicker here. This isn't just about the dollar signs. It's about structure, control, and freedom. The deal reportedly included a team option. For the second year, that means the Warriors, not Kuminga, would decide whether he sticks around for that final season. And for a guy who's trying to regain control of his own narrative, that's a big red flag. Kuminga also wanted to maintain some kind of no-trade clause, or at least leverage to control his future if things didn't work out. But Golden State wasn't having it. They want control. They want flexibility. They want to hold onto their asset in case they need to flip him mid-season. And Kuminga, he's just not okay with being treated like a trade chip anymore. Let's not forget, this guy is heading into his 5th NBA season. If he signs the 1-year qualifying offer, which is worth about $7.9 million, he becomes an unrestricted free agent next summer. That gives him full freedom to choose his next team with no strings attached, no team options, no trade restrictions, just a clean slate. That's a big part of why the Warriors are nervous. If he takes that route, they risk losing him for nothing. But from Kuminga's perspective, that might be the price of finally getting the fresh start he's been chasing. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. During Summer League in Las Vegas, Kuminga's agent Aaron Turner sat down with the Warriors front office and laid out a few alternative frameworks. One of them, a 3-year deal worth around $82 million. That comes out to roughly $27.5 million per year. A massive jump from what the Warriors were offering. But here's the catch. This deal would have kept Golden State under the dreaded second apron, meaning they could still use their taxpayer mid-level exception, stay flexible, and avoid some of the more punishing luxury tax restrictions. That's not nothing. The second apron is no joke under the new CBA. Teams over that threshold lose access to important tools like the mid-level exception, and it gets harder to build around a superstar core. In the Warriors' case, with Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler eating up over 80% of the salary cap, every dollar counts. If they had accepted the framework from Kuminga's camp, they could have paid him well and still had room to bring in a veteran like DeAnthony Melton, Seth Curry, or maybe even Al Horford on a minimum deal. Instead, they stuck to their original structure, short-term, team control, and less guaranteed money. And while the Warriors are being cautious about the future of their cap space, Kuminga's side is thinking about something entirely different: stability, opportunity, and long-term respect. Remember, this is a player who's been through it in Golden State, started his career with promise, came off the bench more times than he probably liked, dealt with multiple did not play, coaches' decision situations, and watched as his role changed constantly, depending on who was healthy or what Steve Kerr felt like experimenting with that week. Even when he had flashes, and let's be honest, there were some serious flashes. It felt like the franchise never fully committed to him as a core piece. So now, he's looking elsewhere. Sources say his agent has been actively exploring sign-and trade options. The two teams most aggressively pursuing him, the Phoenix Suns and the Sacramento Kings. The Suns, reportedly, have made the biggest push. They've laid out a 4-year deal worth close to $90 million. That's over $22 million per season, roughly in line with what the Warriors were offering. But here's the difference. The Suns were willing to structure the deal with a player option at the end and give him more guaranteed money up front. That's a massive show of trust. It says, "We want you here. We see you as a piece we're building around." But there's a problem. Phoenix doesn't have the trade assets Golden State wants. No first-round picks to dangle. Not a lot of young talent they're willing to part with. And the Warriors, They're not going to give away Kuminga for peanuts, even if the relationship is fraying. The Kings, on the other hand, have a more attractive asset package. They've got picks, they've got tradable contracts. But even then, talks haven't progressed far enough for Golden State to pull the trigger. Because at the end of the day, the Warriors still hold all the leverage. Kuminga is a restricted free agent. That means unless he takes the qualifying offer and bets on himself, Golden State still decides what happens next. According to people close to the situation, the Warriors are standing firm. Take our deal or play out the final year of your contract. That's the message. And even though that 2-year, $45 million offer might sound good on paper, Kuminga sees it differently. It's not just about the money, it's about the message behind it. No player option, team control, no trade veto power in his eyes. This is a franchise that already slowed down his development for seasons. And now they want him to give up even more control over the next 2. That's not happening. He's made it clear. He wants a fresh start. A team that will guarantee him a starting role, 30 minutes a night. A chance to be more than just a rotational guy. And honestly, can you blame him every time he started? To gain momentum last season, something got in the way. Injuries, inconsistent rotations, or just not being part of Kerr's short list in key moments. And let's not forget, when Steph went down and the pressure was on, Kuminga showed up. He played hard. He played smart. He played big asterisk. That series against the Wolves. That was a statement. And yet, it still doesn't feel like Golden State is ready to fully buy in. The frustration is mutual. Warriors insiders believe their offer is the best one on the table. Nearly $22 million in the first year, compared to under $20 from other teams. They also designed the deal to be tradable starting January 15th. In theory, that means if Kuminga still wants out, the Warriors could move him then. And his new team could simply decline the second-year option and extend him with bird rights. So, from their perspective, it's a flexible win-win, but again, that's if you trust the team to act in your best interest, and right now, Kuminga doesn't. He told ESPN he's not in any rush, he's prepared to wait it out, and that's why we're at a standstill, a game of chicken, both sides staring each other down, waiting to see who blinks first. For Kuminga, accepting this current offer would mean giving up future leverage. For the Warriors, letting him walk for nothing would be a brutal blow, especially with their core aging and their cap flexibility vanishing fast. This is where things start to feel personal. Kuminga reportedly feels like the Warriors stunted his development, that they never gave him the runway to truly grow into his potential, and now, with this offer, he feels like they're asking him to double down on that same system that held him back. On the flip side, the Warriors might be thinking, we gave you for years. We stuck with you through injuries and inconsistency. Now you want to walk. At least give us something back. But if you look around the league, this kind of standoff isn't rare. Restricted free agency is a weird beast. It gives teams power, but it also tests relationships. Sometimes, players take the qualifying offer, bet on themselves, and walk away stronger. Other times, they fold under pressure and take the short-term deal. Either way, it's messy. Right now, all signs point to Kuminga wanting out. He's tired of the back and forth, tired of waiting, tired of feeling like an afterthought. He wants to be a centerpiece. And unless something major changes, that's not going to happen in Golden State. The only question now is, who gives in first? The player, the team, or a third party stepping in with a sign-and-trade package that finally gets it done? And just when you think it might cool down, nope, it only gets hotter. Because here's what nobody's saying out loud, but everyone close to this situation is thinking. This whole standoff between Jonathan Kuminga and the Golden State Warriors, it's not just about a contract dispute, it's about identity. It's about what kind of franchise Golden State wants to be moving forward, and whether there's actually room in that picture for a young, rising player like Kuminga who refuses to stay in a box. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. The basketball world is buzzing with a possible sensational signing that could shake the Asian basketball scene to its core. Rumors are swirling that Ren Abando, the talented Filipino forward, might be making a big move to the Warriors, a team hungry for a spark to elevate their roster to new heights. Abando, known for his versatility and explosive athleticism, has captured the attention of scouts and fans alike throughout his career. The whispers around the league suggest that the Warriors see in him the missing piece for their strategic Puzzle, a player who can contribute on both ends of the floor and ignite the team's offensive flow. The mere possibility of this transfer has already stirred excitement among supporters, who imagine the kind of impact a player with Abando's skill set could have. His agility, sharpshooting, and relentless energy could provide the Warriors with a much-needed boost, especially as the season progresses and the competition tightens. Though official confirmation has yet to arrive, insiders hint that negotiations might be well underway, fueling speculation about the timing and terms of the potential acquisition. If true, this move could not only elevate the Warriors, but also mark a significant chapter in the trajectory of Asian basketball, showcasing the growing importance and talent emerging from the Philippines. Fans and analysts are keenly watching the developments surrounding Ren Abando's rumored arrival at the Warriors, with many suggesting that this could be a game-changer in the league. Abando's reputation precedes him, built on a foundation of impressive performances in collegiate leagues and professional circuits, where his ability to read the game and execute under pressure stood out. His potential signing is being seen as a strategic effort by the Warriors to reinforce their wing positions and bring a fresh dynamic to their offensive schemes. Speculation has also emerged that Abando's style of play aligns perfectly with the Warriors' philosophy of fast-paced, high-energy basketball. This alignment might make his integration into the team seamless and impactful from the outset. Social media platforms are abuzz with fans imagining lineups featuring Abando's athleticism paired with the Warriors' existing core, sparking debates and hopes about how this combination might elevate the team's championship aspiration. While the front office remains tight-lipped, the rumors have created a palpable sense of anticipation around the franchise. This potential signing, if finalized, could signal a new era for the Warriors, positioning them as serious contenders and drawing more attention to the league's growing competitiveness. Speculation around Ren Abando's potential signing with the Warriors is also fueled by strategic considerations beyond just talent acquisition. Industry insiders suggest that the Warriors are looking to capitalize on the increasing popularity of basketball in Asia, particularly in the Philippines, where Abando has a dedicated fan base. By bringing him onto their roster, the Warriors could not only boost their on-court performance, but also expand their market reach and fan engagement, tapping into a vibrant and passionate basketball community. This dual benefit enhancing team strength and brand visibility could be a driving factor behind the ongoing discussions. Moreover, Abando's playing style, characterized by versatility, high basketball IQ, and the ability to perform in clutch moments, fits well with the Warriors' need for players who can adapt to various roles and situations. Rumors hint that the management sees him as a potential cornerstone for the future, someone who can grow within the team's system and contribute to sustained success. This prospective signing is thus not just a short-term fix but a calculated move, aimed at building a competitive and marketable squad. If the rumors materialize into a formal agreement, the basketball world could witness a significant shift in the balance of power within the league, with the Warriors emerging as a formidable force fueled by Asian talent. As the whispers about Ren Abando's arrival at the Warriors intensify, discussions among experts have turned to how this addition could affect team chemistry and strategy. The Warriors, known for their cohesive play and emphasis on ball movement, might find in Abando a player who complements their style, while adding a new layer of unpredictability. Analysts speculate that his presence on the wing could open up opportunities for star players to operate with more freedom, creating mismatches that the Warriors could exploit effectively. His defensive capabilities also come into focus, as reports suggest that Abando's tenacity on defense and ability to guard multiple positions could help the Warriors shore up their defensive schemes, which sometimes struggle against faster opponents. This potential two-way impact of Abando adds to the excitement around the rumored signing, painting a picture of a more balanced and versatile Warriors team. While official statements remain elusive, the intensity of the rumors suggests that both the player and the franchise see mutual benefits in this prospective partnership. If the deal goes through, it could also inspire other teams to explore similar signings, potentially sparking a trend of Asian players joining prominent teams and reshaping the competitive landscape. The buzz around Ren Abando's possible move to the Warriors extends beyond the court, stirring conversations about the broader implications for Asian basketball and the global stage. This rumored transfer is seen by many as a sign of the increasing recognition of Asian players' talent and the strategic importance of cultivating regional stars. Should Abando join the Warriors, It could pave the way for more Filipino and Asian athletes to gain visibility and opportunities in high-profile leagues, encouraging greater investment in scouting and development across Asia. The narrative of a rising star from the Philippines joining a top-tier team like the Warriors resonates strongly with fans, who see it as a validation of the region's basketball prowess. Industry insiders speculate that such moves could accelerate the globalization of the sport, making leagues more inclusive and diverse while enhancing the quality of competition. The ongoing rumors about Abando have also sparked debates on social media and sports forums, with many expressing optimism about the potential impact on young aspiring players, who now have tangible role models to emulate. If this signing materializes, it could mark a milestone moment, not just for the Warriors, but for the entire Asian basketball community, signaling a new era of opportunity, visibility, and growth on the international basketball stage. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.